I have a treat for y'all today. So this is one of my very favorite rings we have. It's probably one of my very favorite rings of all time. I just love it. It hits all these high notes for me. First of all, yes, I do, or I did, or I will, whatever you want for this ring, it's to be considered. This is an Art Deco ring. It's truly fantastic. Maybe I shouldn't have put it on this hand. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's an Art Deco ring. It's super fantastic. It has a double border of diamonds, if you can see it. The ruby is kind of a cushion oval hybrid. It's set in yellow. No, it's not set in yellow gold. It's all platinum, the whole ring. I already checked this, but I forgot anyway. I don't know if you can see this beautiful open work in the back. It's gorgeous. And it has a split shank, so I don't know if you can see that either, but you see how the shank actually splits into two, and then it comes together as one, and it makes this really pretty, very narrow, what we call gorge shank. Gorge just means it has like a channel running through the back of the shank. It's just another way to make it as delicate and as durable as possible, because they used a lot of these details that actually strengthen the piece while still keeping it very light. So anyway, double halo, we call this a target when it's actually Edwardian or Art Deco. I probably called this already Edwardian and Art Deco, but really I'm calling it Edwardian, but it has a lot of deco. I mean, these pieces, as we know, it's not like somebody just stopped and started, right? Just because the decade changed. But it's really fine. It's really exquisitely made. And I brought this out for a particular reason. People always ask when they're looking at colored stones here, they're like, you know, are those emeralds Colombian? Or is that sapphire cashmere? Is the ruby Burmese? Well, very rarely is the answer yes. These things are unusual. Colombian emeralds maybe, but a Burmese ruby that is not super treated is an unusual thing. This is an older ruby, right? Going to be closer to the turn of the century, older mine. And it's an unheated Burmese ruby, which for gem geeks or anybody just in the know, this is like the rarest of the rare. It's very hard to find. So how do I know that it's an unheated Burmese ruby? I know because the AGL told me so. When we're talking about diamonds, we tend to get our lab reports from the GIA, but when we're talking about colored stones, we tend to get them from the AGL. It's the American Gem Lab. It's a really small laboratory, but extremely high quality. So with a stone like this, I want to know that I've got this kind of paperwork to back it up. Also, the fact that it's just the way it's made, this ruby is original to the ring. It was not replaced. You can tell by the way that the metal work is done. If somebody did unmount it, they did an exquisite job putting it back in. But this is a very expensive, but very, how can you say it, like curated piece. It's not like something else that's $75,000 that you're getting a lot of diamonds or something. You're getting one spectacular something. And like I said, it doesn't look small on the hand, but it's just the quality of the piece. Why do we call it a target ring? Target rings are very cool little term. Target because it literally looks like a target. Like imagine if you are one of the biathletes and you're going to shoot after you've been cross-country skiing, you're shooting at a target that looks like this a little bit. So it's an octagonal square with another octagonal square in the inside with this oval ruby. Sometimes you see target rings with little calibre that give it like a little more defined kind of a target look. This is a target but without the frills.